Hello, welcome to Political Empire. This is Jeff Horseman with the Press Enterprise and PE.com. And in today's edition, we're going to be telling you who attended the State of the Union address as the guest of a local congresswoman. And then we're going to look at redevelopment, or the loss of it, 1 year later, and what's been going on kind of in the wake of redevelopment's demise. So first, Congresswoman Gloria Negrete McLeod of Chino invited the father of one of the slain Sandy Hook Elementary students to attend last week's State of the Union address in Washington. Christopher McDonald is the father of 7-year-old Grace McDonald, one of 20 children who died in the December mass shooting in Connecticut. McLeod, a Democrat, is on a House task force to prevent gun violence. Now, it's been 1 year since redevelopment agencies across California were shut down in an effort to raise money for the cash-strapped state budget. And here to talk about the post-redevelopment era is reporter Jim Miller. So, Jim, talk about what's been going on since redevelopment agencies were shut down.
Well, like you were saying, they ceased to exist on February 1st, 2012, and since then, it's that began the process of winding down the agencies, of which there were about 400 statewide. They had incurred billions of dollars in debt over the years, and so now they're a little more than a year into the process of settling those debts, and which is expected to take decades. There's been a lot of disagreement during that process, and there are about 36 active lawsuits connected to the demise of redevelopment. Most of those deal with disagreements over what are enforceable obligations for the former agencies, but there are also a few lawsuits that get at the essence of the state laws that dissolve the agencies. And so it's going to be interesting to see how all the litigation ends up.
All right. Now, is there any chance redevelopment comes back in some form down the line?
I don't think ever in the form of what it was before February 1st, 2012. But there is some legislation that's been introduced so far this year that would provide an economic development tool to local governments for certain types of projects, whether it's affordable housing or smart, quote, smart growth, transit-oriented development. There's some of that legislation. There's probably going to be more introduced before the February 22nd bill introduction deadline. And so that's going to be an interesting issue to watch for the remainder of the year. I mean, the governor has not given any indication that he wants to see some kind of redevelopment program resurrected.
All right. All right. Well, thank you, Jim. Appreciate your time, and thank you for watching Political Empire. We'll see you next time.